So who's gonna start?
I think it's your responsibility.
Story time again. Grab your drinks or your horns, because I don't know where to start. I'm a little bit upset, exhausted from these two faces you can see also, and I don't know how to begin. We had a plan and it failed. The thing is that finally we finished our carbon fiber intake. Totally, we're working on it. We received it from the paint shop, and you had to glue it together, right?
Yeah.
The thing is that you have to wait for 7 days for glue to cure, or you have to use heat. So it's good that we have our oven, and Toto put it into the oven, heated it for 2 hours in 80 degrees.
2 hours, but 2 times, because we had some film leaks. After the first gluing, we put on the film test, so we had some leaks, so we had to start over again. So that took us around 4 or 5 hours exactly.
The thing is that the smoke test, it helped us a lot finding air leaks, otherwise car would run awful. And why we were so rushed? The main thing is that we found out that in 3 weeks we're gonna have main drag event of Lithuania, and we wanted to participate in it. Car was standing for 5 years. We had to put everything together. We had to test everything. I was working during the day at my main job. Guys were working day and night until 2 or 3 a.m. to finish up everything. And the car started. It was running great. We even
the hopes was up.
we even produced some custom parts, holders, and etc. The biggest problem was to find all kind of parts for this car, because it was standing and the parts were all over the place. When I disassembled this car, I was in one workshop, then I moved to another one, and lastly we are over here. So I had to find the parts all over the place, and we had to buy lots of new parts because we didn't find any. And it's possible that these parts are somewhere, maybe up there, but we didn't find it. And so car was started, we finished wheels, we put together lots of stuff. You put together. I was just sending the parts lists, diagrams, and etc. How everything have to be put together.
You was watching from cameras and said,
I was watching
no, that part not here.
So I was helping them remotely, and good that we have cameras, right, Rocket?
Yeah.
No, I don't like that.
Rocket had to work all the time.
I feel like I'm always watching you, not watching.
Big brother watching you.
Big brother watching me.
So everything looked fine. We were still rushing a lot. We were trying to finish up everything. But after technical inspection, it was time to tune it, because before it didn't had methanol injection, so it was never tuned to it. We had to test it. Also, Toto put together ethanol sensor.
Yeah.
So we don't have to do math and try to guess ethanol content in the fuel. Everything looked fine. And after we put the downpipes for the racing, for the tune, and etc., we found out that car is smoking badly. And the thing is that we still don't know what's wrong with it. Car was standing for 5 years. It's possible that some of the piston rings are stuck. Maybe valve stem seals are worn, and pouring oil into the valves. Maybe the injectors are bad. Right now, we are a little bit down, and we don't know. We need to check it, but we have multiple projects waiting. We are unable to spend 2 more weeks just on this car. I think there are a few things that we learned from this project. First of all, if we would have 3D scanner earlier, especially in Star, it would be much easier and faster to build up everything.
Of course.
Because the charge cooler top parts were designed without any 3D scanning, and it took like 8 months to do so, with lots of measurements and etc. With the intake, it was a little bit different. We had 3D scanner, but it was not great. So there were lots of errors, and yeah, we were doing multiple projects. We were designing multiple projects. Matas were busy on way too many projects, I think. And our goal right now is to close up a little bit with the projects, not to take any new projects at all, to finish up with what we have, with the Golf, with the Supra, with E46 and E90. Also, we have outside Ram TRX still waiting, because we just received the parts that are required for finishing it. And yeah, we have another project that we are going to reveal at some point when we're gonna finish it. I don't know currently when we're gonna work on this car. Maybe we will try to run this car. I will try to drive it a little bit daily, and we'll try to inspect the consumption of the oil. If I will see that there are no consumption of the oil, so it means that it's not oil, but it's smoking badly. And another thing what we are going to try is to remove injectors. We will send it for testing. Maybe they are bad.
Because it's a strange smell.
Yeah, it's really strange smell. It doesn't smell like oil, but you know, with the catalyst downpipes, it's quite hard to understand, because the smell is quite rich and hard from fuel. So yeah, we will see. We still need to paint the car, definitely, but I'm not going to do that until we're gonna fix that. We have lots of flies over here, Rokas.
It's not my problem.
Maybe it's you.
Good that we have pressure washer. Today is clean day. Brought your soap. Okay, so yeah, as I mentioned, guys tried to do all their best to finish car until the competition day, and we realized that something is wrong 1 day before the competition.
In the evening.
In the evening, right. So there was definitely not enough time to try something, to inspect, to take anything apart. Everyone were exhausted. It's hard to talk about things when you are failing, but this is the way we learn. What I would do in the future, I don't know, nothing different. At least would try not to keep the car standing that long.
For a year.
Maybe for a year, not longer than a year. But the car we were driving around, we were moving it from time to time, so it was not.
Better when it's running, not.
Yeah.
What was going through your heads when you first realized that you are not going to the race?
All the plans was burned. Just burned.
I was feeling just again, like I just smashed inside, and that's it. Because it's not was about me, you know, and etc. I was seeing how much time we were spending, you know, and doing everything restless. So I was like, I felt bad about that.
Shit happens.
Shit happens big time.
Talk to us what you learned by first time making custom intake from carbon fiber.
Learned a lot because it was the first time I'm making such thing. So find a lot of information in YouTube, a lot of information from data sheets which Justinas collected, and we tried to make our best. So I definitely know what have to be done better, but for the first time it's good enough, I think.
It's fitted in the car.
Yeah, it's fitted, everything's working, not the actual car, but intake working.
It's not leaking at least.
Yeah.
Justin, you said that car was sitting for 5 years. Where and when you were driving it last time?
The last time was in the same competition event, the biggest one in Lithuania, when I won second place. It was this close to first place, this close. And yeah, after that I decided to take it apart and make it better, because everything was done in 2 weeks. So
But now in 2 weeks we done better.
yeah, we had to finish in 2 weeks. Before I had to build up everything from ground in 2 weeks, so you can understand how awful everything was. So right now we just put everything together in 2 weeks and made sure that everything works. And car decided not to work.
So guys, maybe next time let's try to start earlier, not 2 weeks before the event.
We just
Weeks is just the best
we just
time.
can't do that because we was making intake pipes which were not finished yet. So we just had 2 weeks this time.
But it's not, where is the fun to have too much time to build everything? So
We had 5 years.
we had 5 years. We're gonna repeat the same process with E90. No, we are not going to do that, because after a few days we found multiple mistakes and multiple things that were left. It was possible that the car could break down during the event.
Or during trip.
Or
to
during the
event.
trip to event. But the problem is that everyone were just too exhausted. That's the main deal. Preparation for the event every night for 2 weeks, not a good deal. When you are rushing something, you're gonna miss something.
Definitely.
Simple as that.
Probably the mistakes occurred because of lack of sleep, or Rokas, you were under the influence.
Influence of something.
Yes, work, influence, nothing more.
Under influence of my hard hand. As soon as we're gonna fix what's wrong with it, it's possible that we will have to remove the engine and take it apart. As soon as we're gonna fix it, we still need to map the car. We need to tune methanol injection and try to reach the numbers we wanted. And after that, we still have some competitions left in Lithuania this year.
Smaller ones, but
Smaller ones, definitely. But it would be great to at least win something. Because why it feels so bad? We didn't participate in drift events in Lithuania or Poland or anything else this year. We didn't participate in any drag events. And we are doing this because it's fun for us, and we want to go to the competition not just to win or anything else, but just to compete, to show what we built, and yeah, try it, test it, learn especially. That's why we will try to focus a bit on projects that we got right now and take less new ones. So yeah, that's it for this time. I think I want to be like him, just catching flies. Zero worries. And playing with horns, and that's it. So yeah, we don't know right now when our video is gonna be released. Right now, this car, but I promise that we gonna release. But we're gonna release as soon as we got it running, tuned, and everything finished. And yeah. Enough of talks. It's time to work. Cheers. Fuck that shit.